When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry.
You might want to write us this morning or call with your suggestions for international one-hit wonder, which it is today, Mr. Mayor. Bobby McFerrin there. Don't worry, be happy. I don't think he had another hit. Ghostbusters. Ray Parker Jr. though had other hits.
Did he?
Yes.
But I met him once at an event I was at.
Ray Parker Jr.?
Ray Parker Jr. It was one of these sort of celebrity, golf tournaments or something. And at the banquet, he said, people were saying, hey, sing Ghostbusters. No, I'm not going to do it. Apparently, he just didn't want to be typecast as the Ghostbusters guy, but that was the only reason people knew him.
That was probably his biggest hit as a solo artist, except for Two Places at the Same Time. Look that one up.
Wow.
You're here to talk about the Order of Ottawa. I like this whole idea. This is brilliant.
Yeah, it's a way. Council approved a plan that I put forward a couple of months ago that we honor the best and the brightest in our community. There's the Order of Canada and the Order of Ontario.
Yep.
We thought that we should have our own order to allow us to thank these people who've done great things in the community that often go unrecognized. Most people who do these kinds of charitable work and are leaders in business or arts or farming don't look for medals and don't look for kudos. But we think it's a good way for the city to say thank you for a job well done.
You're looking at people who, through whatever means, through whatever avenues, make a contribution.
That's right. It's not just volunteerism. We have the Mayor's City Builder Award every council meeting for purely volunteer activities.
That is not to eliminate volunteers.
No, not at all.
But
not at all.
Just for.
That's right. But it's for people perhaps they've excelled in their fields. They live in Ottawa and they work in Ottawa. Perhaps they've excelled chairing a board of a not-for-profit organization.
I think, the bottom line is if you've made this a better city, made it a better place to live, then you should be recognized.
Absolutely.
And I think the Order of Ottawa is fantastic. You actually brought up Prototype, right?
Prototype, yeah. The ribbon will be a little different.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a deadline to submit nominations is October 10th.
Yeah.
And people can go to Ottawa.ca, which is the city's website, to find more information.
We're going to get a shot of this. I want to get a...
It's a beautifully done medal.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And their
You're
name
right.
will be engraved in the back.
Yeah, the ribbon's going to be different.
Those are the colors of the City of Ottawa. So it's very easy to nominate someone. You can't self-nominate. You can't have an immediate family member.
You can't self-nominate? Oh,
sorry.
Darn it. Ignore that email.
Kay Studley.
Oh, oops.
But, we're very excited about this. We'll have a nice ceremony, and it's to a maximum of 15 people per year. So it's not something that we're giving out to hundreds of people.
Right.
But going to Ottawa.ca before October 10th, very easy to fill out the form. Just ask for a little bit of information, the reason why you think this person is worthy.
I like it.
And send it in to us.
Good idea.
Thank
you
you.
also think the idea of a casino is a good idea?
I do. The reality is we have gaming in Ottawa. We've got it across the river. We have it at lottery kiosks. We have it at church bingos. We have it at the slots. My view is let's repatriate, take back some of that money that's staying in Quebec and going to Quebec for our infrastructure and for our healthcare and economic development.
Nothing against Casino de Lac Limi.
No, they do a great job.
And Gatineau and all that, but you know what? I tend to agree. I'm not a gambler by any stretch.
Neither am I.
I can't remember the last time I was at the casino other than to be over at the
hotel for an event. That's right.
Yeah. But I understand that people do it, and I understand they've spent a lot of money at it. So why we're kind of giving that money away to another province?
Well, that's the point exactly, Kurt. And when I'm over at, often we'll see you at events at Lac Limi, the hotel. You go through the parking lot, and it's 60% Ontario Plays.
Yeah, and it's jammed all the time.
That's right, and that money is going to support the Quebec government through their activities. My view is, let's level the playing field.
Yeah.
Let's keep some of that money on this side of the river.
Do you want a full-on casino/hotel? Do you want it downtown? Have you been specific about that?
Well, the reality is that ultimately it's going to be the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation that puts out a tender. What we're asking our council to do is say, let's at least be considered for a gaming facility in principle. Then the ball is in their court where they actually go and say, all right, let's put a bid together. The bidders who know how to run casinos will put together location, type of casino, other amenities, and present it back to us at City Council in the new year. So we'll have two kicks at the can. First is asking for public input next week on principle. Do you want a gaming facility? And the reality is we have gaming. And the better question is, do you want an expanded or enhanced gaming facility? And then the second one in the new year will be, where should it be? and what kind of amenities. Should it be a hotel? Should it be downtown? Should it be in the South End? Should it be at Rideau Carleton race slots? All of those things are on the table. Let's keep an open mind and have a fair and open, transparent process.
I kind of like the idea, and I like the idea of going the whole hog on the thing. Let's make it a super duper great.
I think that's what happened. About a decade ago, the city had a chance to put a casino, and in fact, the proposal was for Spark Street.
Yeah.
The council of the day voted against it. And we got, in some ways, the consolation prize, which has served us well, the slots.
Yeah.
But Gatineau went full tilt, and they've got a beautiful facility.
What could happen there?
It created a lot of jobs, a lot of economic activity, and the revenue staying there in Quebec. I'd like the revenue to come into Ontario.
Good to see you, my friend.
Nice seeing
Mayor
you,
Jim
sir.
Watson.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. The Order of Ottawa. Check it out, folks, on the city's website.